I've been sitting here for a while, debating what I should say, how I should start this video. But first and foremost, I just want to let you guys know that I'm safe, my family's safe, loved ones, my friends. The number of casualties where I'm from is thankfully, it has been kept at a minimum, though unfortunately there are losses. But I will say that in general, things aren't as bad as they could be, and I hope it doesn't escalate any further than it already has. These past couple of days have been quote unquote easier than the first few days of the war, though there has been reports on if it'll end soon, how it will end, any predictions on how long this will take, and there are various answers. There are people coming out saying, oh, it'll end pretty soon, like within the 2 weeks. Then you have Iran saying they're willing to keep the war going for like 6 months on. I really don't know. I think Trump came out today, just being the man baby that he is. He said that the war should end soon because there's nothing to strike in Iran, and he was basically saying, oh, this war will end when I say it ends. And I wish him nothing more than the most painful death imaginable. This started as, and I blame, genuinely, if you ask my stance on this, I blame everybody involved. Everybody. All the big three quote unquote powers that are in this war: the USA, Israel, and Iran. Iran started attacking the GCC in the name of, oh, we're just gonna strike the American bases that are in each of the countries, right? Because in the Middle East, every country, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Qatar, literally, I think all of them except Oman, all of them have American bases in them. So this started out as Iran saying, oh, we'll just hit the American bases. And it happened where I'm from too. But then, right then, they hit our airports. They hit oil reserves. They hit gas stations. And at this point, I don't know what the end goal is, because it felt like the plot was lost as soon as they started hitting. First of all, let's not even talk about the fact that America likes starting all of these wars on other people's lands, right? They like escalating all of these situations. They like acting that they're the biggest power in the world, because they know that these wars that happen will never be on their land. It'll be in Africa, it'll be in West Asia, it'll be in the Middle East, it'll never be in America itself. And that's why they're so comfortable doing bullshit like this all the time. There's some reports coming out that I saw today, and for the past couple of days, I've been kind of balancing keeping up with the news and not doom scrolling, but then also distracting myself when I need to, so I'm not in a constant state of anxiety. And I advise you guys to do the same. If you are someone from the GCC, if you have families who are in the Gulf, I wish you all I really want all of this to stop. But today I saw reports that said that there were some missiles that came from the direction of Israel to Saudi Arabia. I believe it was reported from a few other countries too, though I don't quote me on that one. I saw the official news about Saudi Arabia. I feel like I saw other countries mentions, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. So am I surprised that Israel is also escalating? Because the war, right? The war is supposed to be between Iran and Israel. And then we just had the bad luck of being stuck between those two. And then, because obviously logic says if you want to attack America, if you want to attack Israel, if you want to attack Iran, you attack the Middle East instead, because obviously, right? And Iran has said that they're going to stop launching missiles to the countries in the Middle East if they don't allow anybody to use their land to pass through. Well, I say anybody, I mean Americans and Israelis, to use their land as a way to retaliate. As a way to retaliate to them, right? And I don't know about the other countries in the GCC. I do know where I am from, we have not ever allowed our lands to be used as a means to attack Iran. We never should have been part of this war to begin with. Even, oh God, I feel my blood pressure rising. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And now, mind you, as quote unquote minimum the damage has been to where I'm from, as the casualties, I believe last time I checked, they were still like considerably on the low end of things. Things are not as bad as they could be, and I hope they never get to that point. And even though I'm not injured, you know, my family isn't injured, my loved ones, my friends, our houses, we still have access to water, I still have electricity, I still got my Wi-Fi, like, we're okay, all things considered. And this all just made me realize, while even though the only things, like, I hear the bombs and the missiles when they go off. I still hear them. It's what woke me up the first day this war even started. I woke up to the sounds of the bombs and the sirens because my house was kind of close-ish to one of the bases. It's far away enough, but not far that I wouldn't hear it. So we've been hearing all of these noises, right? And even though they've kind of reduced, like especially today and yesterday, I didn't hear as much. The psychological effects of that are still lingering. And it's not just me, it's like everybody. Like, you literally will hear phantom sirens and phantom bombs and you would think that something is happening. But then, like, when you would go to check, when I go see the news, I was like, oh, did anybody strike us? Like, you know, nothing would be happening. It would just be, I'm hallucinating the noises. And me and my family and my friends, we've been kind of making jokes about it. I was like, oh, I think I heard something. You know, we make jokes to cope from time to time, but it's actually not funny. And it just made me think, like, even though I'm still in the safety of my house, even though, you know, I still have everything that I need, the psychological effects that are lingering, it just made me think of Palestine and the horrendous things that they have been going through for 75 plus years ongoing now. And they're not in the same situation as I am. They don't have their houses. They don't have access to clean water or food, barely any access to Wi-Fi and just the internet in general. And this whole experience has just effectively made me angrier than I already was. And in the face of that anger, I started losing interest in everything else. Everything else. The game, this channel, like, I can't tell you the amount of times that I thought, I was like, I'm just gonna delete everything. My Discord, my channel, just my Twitter. But I didn't want to do that without telling you guys first. Obviously, I didn't want you guys to worry, especially with the current climate that's going on. But everything is so meaningless in the face of this, of everything that's going on. And even though from time to time I would try to distract myself, right? I would like put on my headphones and I would blast it so I don't have to hear the sirens and the missiles. I would, watch silly TikTok videos. I would do anything to distract myself from what's happening outside. It's still not something you ever forget because it's always in the back of my mind. And I don't know when this quote unquote ends. It's still not the end of it's still not the end of Israel's existence, because that is the crux of the problem. I want it gone. And inshallah, it will be gone. And Palestine will be free. We will be free. And no matter how many times Israel or America or whoever tries to do things like this, at the end of the day, you will never come out on top. Never. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you're all okay. I hope that this doesn't escalate any further. And I do hope that the war, quote unquote, war, ends soon. And all the innocent lives that have been taken, you will all pay the price when the time comes. That is all. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I'm sorry if you guys have been worried about me for the past couple of days and I haven't given you an update since this whole thing started. I don't know when or even if I will come back. This year started really well for me, right? Because I posted my videos either on the last day of December, I think towards the end of December, and then to the beginning of the January. And you guys have been absolutely amazing. You really made my New Year's. And it's really sad that this happened now, or that it needed to happen at all. I just hope that I can eventually, once this all calms down and we live to see another day, I will be able to come back to you guys. I hope I can come back to you guys with the same amount of whimsy and love that I had at the beginning of the year. Because despite this still going on, I want to believe in the good of the world, or in the good of the people and you guys. I hope you all stay safe. Please vote when or if you get the chance. Do stay tuned to the politics of the world. Don't turn a blind eye to this. Just know what you stand for. I hope I will see you again soon.